Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast. This is on my single player world. So I have been busy since last episode doing some more mining. We got this blast furnace set up last episode, finally figured out how to make one of these and collected all the resources for it. I smelted up 64 steel ingots since it looks like steel is kind of a big part in these recipes. Let's see, I have made a couple of mining drills, and I went to go move my macerator because the battery box was facing it. I turned the battery box so I could put more stuff out, hook some wires to it. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, the battery box should probably be turned around backwards and I hook wires up behind it. But the idea was I was going to put the macerator here, probably hook up an electric furnace, and some other random things that we're going to talk about in this episode. So I made a wrench right here, and I went to wrench the macerator to get it back. But unfortunately, when you wrench things, there is a slight chance that it will destroy it. And yep, it destroyed my macerator, turned it into a machine block. So I made another advanced circuit, grabbed some more flint, grab some more diamonds, and I can make a new one of these. Now, it kind of sucks that the wrench will sometimes destroy these items I use, like the machine blocks or whatever. But you can make an electric wrench, which powers by the battery box. You charge it up, and then you can put it in what's called, I believe, lossless mode. It uses a whole bunch of power to do it, but I believe it guarantees whatever you use it on will not break. So I think that's one of the things that I want to make. Pretty much all the tools that are electric I want to have. Okay, so let's see, what else? Yeah, I wanted to remake the macerator. Unfortunately, I moved it, and now I don't think I really need to, because I'm pretty sure it'd be a better idea just to turn the battery around this way, have wires coming out of it, and then it can power things on either side with cabling. Oh well. Now I know what I should do. So yeah, this requires a few diamonds, so I lost 3 diamonds in that process, which sucks. But now I know. So let's put the macerator back. So yeah, like I said, I've been mining a little bit. I made another mine over here because I felt like where I was mining before was getting a little close together. So I made another mine. This one goes all the way down to diamond layer. And then right there is where I did a level 30 to try and get some more tin because I was running out of tin. And then I put another block at level 50 to do some copper mining, but I never got to doing that just yet. Okay, so copper wiring. Wait a second. Yeah, I want to get these wires hooked up. So where is my rubber stuff? Right here. I'm probably going to need to... yeah, I'm probably going to need to collect some more rubber off of these trees and let that smelt up real quick. I can do that. Yeah, we got some projects that I want to work on today. Let me grab some of this rubber. Any more? Yeah, these things kind of are random. Now, you can use... I think it's called an extractor. And the extractor will take the sticky resin. I believe you get 2... rubber out of each one of those, so that's another upgrade that we can do later. Let's put this back. Where is it? There it is. Put that back. We can put the sticky resin in there, let that all cook up. Okay. So I was looking at what I need to make my quarry. And let's see. Let's start here and I'll kind of work my way down so you guys can see what I'm dealing with here. Okay, so to make the quarry, we need these diamond gears, which we have. I have plenty of diamonds now. We need the gold gears and all these iron gears. That's fine. We can make all that stuff. This, I believe, is going to be an advanced circuit. I can make one of those, no problem. Diamond drill's the problem. So 3 diamonds with a mining drill. We have that stuff. Advanced circuit, we have that. Titanium is where the problem comes in. So in order to make titanium, we need to make an industrial centrifuge and put some bauxite dust in the industrial centrifuge, and then it can make some titanium. To make the industrial centrifuge, Let's see if I can bring this up. Industrial Centrifuge. Now, in order to make this, we need two advanced machine blocks, and an extractor. So I made the extractor. It's not that bad, but the advanced machine blocks are where the problem is. So we click on this. We need 2 of these. So we need 4 of these advanced alloys and 4 carbon plates. So the carbon plates are easy enough. You macerate some coal, you get coal dust. 4 coal dust make a carbon mesh, I think, and then you smelt the carbon mesh, or maybe you gotta use a compressor. Let's see. Yeah, you have to use a compressor on carbon mesh to get carbon plates, so we need a compressor. The advanced alloy, you put mixed metal ingots in a compressor, so we need a compressor for both of these items. And to make a mixed metal ingot, we need a rolling machine. So it's just like one thing after another to get to where we need to be. So I have a rolling machine that I've made, and I have a compressor that I made. The raw carbon mesh I've made, and then this is extra coal dust. I've made the mining drills. Yeah, so we are kind of on our way here. So the first thing we need is a rolling machine. And with the rolling machine, we'll be able to make our mixed metal ingots. And those require 3 refined iron, 3 bronze ingots, and 3 tin ingots. And I believe it gives you 1 mixed metal ingot, or maybe it's 3. I can't remember. But in order to make one of these, we need to power it. And I believe it uses industrial craft power. Basically, we will need a Stirling engine to start out with to get this going. So 3 cobblestone, glass, couple of stone gears, and a piston. It's easy enough to make. So let's start off with the piston. Oh, right. This is the diamond supply right now. These are the ones I had set aside for the quarry, and I have 15 extras. Okay, so let's start off with the piston real quick. So we need that, 3 of those. We have cobblestone, and we need a piece of redstone, right? So this, that guy, some of this, and that. So there's a piston. So what else do we need for the Stirling engine? We need glass. We need 3 cobble and some stone gears. So I haven't made any of these gears yet, but I'm going to become pretty familiar with those soon with all of the diamond gears that we need to make. So if we come into the right chest, if I can click on it, I should just start using up some of these redwood logs because I don't think I'm going to use the redwood for anything. Just turn these all into sticks. Okay, so to make wood gears, just like that, and then to make, why am I not, there we go. And then to make stone gears, you wrap that in cobblestone, pretty simple stuff. And then if we're going to make the iron gears, you wrap it in iron, and then gold, and then diamond. So yeah, it takes a lot of resources to make those diamond gears. Okay, so we have the stone gears, we have the piston, we need a piece of glass. Do I have glass? I probably should have glass somewhere. There's a piece of glass. Okay. Oh, I don't have any more wood planks. Let's take some of those. So plank, glass, piston, gear, and a gear. Why work? Is it because the redwood planks does not work with this recipe? Okay, let's try. I got some oak wood. This should definitely work unless I have the recipe completely wrong. So it's like that. Glass, stone gear, and a piston. Still no worky. Why is that not working? Oh, it's cobblestone. Derp. No, I did that wrong again. Cobblestone at the top. Glass, stone, and the piston. There we go. Okay, so we need the rolling machine and the Stirling engine. For now, since this is just temporary, I don't need this set up for forever. I think we can just hook it up right like that. Now, the Stirling engine requires fuel, so we can just dump coal in there. That's not a problem at all. I get all that charcoal that we burned, so this is good. Just take a stack of that and we can throw it in there. Okay, and then the rolling machine, we need to put our stuff in there. So I believe 3 refined iron, 3 bronze, and 3 tin. So I have some refined iron. I should probably just take it all. Bronze. I know I made some bronze earlier, but I don't think I have any more. And in fact, that might be a problem because it requires... Or is it 3 tin for 1 copper? Or is it 3 copper for 1 tin? I can't remember. Let's do 1 copper and some tin. Yeah, I think it's the other way around. I don't think I'm going to have enough to do this. Yep, there we go. So that only gives us 2 bronze ingots. And we need more than that. Did I collect any? Nope. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am going to set my turtle up to do that level 50 mine. Hopefully get some copper. We'll macerate it, smelt it up, and get things going from there. But first of all, I can take this stuff here. Let's see, I can wrap this uninsulated copper cable in that, and then I can take this, connect this to the output of the battery, that to the macerator, and then this over to whatever's going to sit right there. So this guy should have power now. Yep, all set. Okay, so now I just need to grab that copper, throw it in the macerator, smelt it up, and we will be ready to go. So just give me a little bit, guys. Okay, so I had my turtle mine level 50 for as far as it could go, and then it ran into the ocean, and it wasn't really making any progress. I'm guessing if you're going to do level 50 mining, you're going to want to find a place that's not surrounded with water like this place pretty much is. I mean, there's not a lot of spots around here that really are not surrounded by water, but that's fine. We got the bronze that I needed, or the copper that I converted into bronze. So here is our rolling machine, and we have tin in the bottom, and then we need some refined iron. No, refined iron goes on top, I believe, and then it's the bronze ingots in the center, right? So 3 of each metal makes 2 mixed metal ingots, and I do believe we needed 4 of those so I can make 2 advanced machine blocks. Man, these things are expensive with this Greg Tech. Okay, so we can just leave that stuff in there, but it's not going to do anything until we give it some power. So let's go ahead, and I don't know how much charcoal we're going to need, so let's just throw in that charcoal and power it with the redstone. So this should start, yeah, 1 megajoule, 3 megajoule. These engines take a while to heat up. You can see they're blue, and after a while they'll start turning yellow and then green, I think. If they turn red, you gotta watch out because that means they're gonna explode, and then they'll take out anything around it, which means it'll destroy this rolling machine. But yeah, I think this should get us as far as we need to be. So there's 2 of our mixed metal ingots. That's awesome. And then it'll start working on the other one. Is this gaining power? Or maybe this just warmed up a little bit. So it's used 1 charcoal. I've never actually powered these. Why is this not even crafting? Oh, does this take a while before it makes the next one? I don't have a lot of experience with these machines. Why is it not going? Oh, okay, so it just... Right, so it built up power, now it's draining the power. Now it made it, I don't know, that seems kind of buggy. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I clicked on it and it looked like it went, so maybe you have to click on it. Okay, so sun's going down, let's sleep. Sleep, 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 sleep. Okay, so now we have our mixed metal ingots, and that's the only thing we need that rolling machine for, so let me go ahead and turn it off. Let's take the charcoal out of there so we're not wasting it. Right, so now we need a compressor. The compressor will turn the mixed metal ingots into an advanced alloy, and it'll also turn our carbon plate, or I'm sorry, our carbon mesh into carbon plates. So let's see what we need to make a compressor. I didn't make one of those yet, did I? Oh, I did make a compressor. Silly me. Okay, so we can take the compressor, stick it right there. Should be powered by this copper cabling in the back. Awesome. Now, yeah, we can just put the mixed metal ingots in there, and it should compress them down into our advanced alloy. Now that's draining power from this battery, and again, we're still powering this through a generator, Maybe that will overpower things. But yeah, the generator is generating power, filling up our battery. If it fills up the battery too much, it'll start filling this up. But I think that should be enough. I'm just going to kind of watch this, make sure it continues to run, and put our raw carbon mesh in there. Yep. Okay, so let me get this done and we'll be back. Man. Okay, so I think I have everything ready to go to make our industrial centrifuge. If not, man, this is taking forever. Okay, so let's jump into our crafting table here. So we want to make advanced machine blocks. So we need a machine block. We actually need to make 2 of these. So we need our carbon plates and we need our advanced alloys. I think it's like that. Yeah. Okay, so now we have our 2 advanced machine blocks. Right. So in order to make the industrial centrifuge, we need 4 refined iron, 2 advanced circuits, which I have pre-made. We need an extractor and 2 advanced machine blocks. Okay, so we are missing the refined iron. We need 4 of those over here, right? And then we need an extractor. So let's figure out how to make the extractor. I was looking this up earlier so I could get things ready. And since we're in the crafting table and we're looking at this recipe, we can hit the question mark and it'll show like ghost items there. So we can put a machine block right there. We can put these tree taps all around it. And I believe it's just a normal circuit. Yes, there's our extractor. This machine right here takes 1 sticky resin and it outputs 2 rubber, I believe. And so the industrial centrifuge, I believe, is just an upgraded version of this extractor. So we use this as part of the recipe. So let's look at industrial. That's an induction furnace. Those are good. Industrial centrifuge. And let's see. I believe it's just like that. Okay, so it shows a different recipe. But I believe we can just take this refined iron, the extractor, advanced circuits, and I think we can just do that. There we go. There's our industrial centrifuge. Awesome. You got some extra stuff here, this extra machine block, but I'm sure this will be used for something else later. Okay, so now I need to figure out what we have to put in the industrial centrifuge to make the titanium. I believe it was bauxite dust, and I'm not quite sure how we power this industrial centrifuge. I imagine it's just going to use the same power that this stuff over here was using. Okay, so I also want to make an electric wrench. Electric wrench? Electric wrench. Can I make this? I need steel ingots, an RE battery, an electronic circuit. I might not have enough copper. Yeah, I'm gonna need more copper to make that. Yeah, copper seems to be the one thing that I'm running low on. So, can't really do that, so I'm going to hope for... Well, no, actually, I was going to hope for the best and use a wrench on this. What I think I'm going to do is just place that right here, and then we'll hook it up using a wire. It should pull the power from that same power source from the battery. So let's put a wire... Hopefully... Is this getting power? There's no indicator. Or do I have to put lava in here? I know I have to put in some empty cells. So let me grab some tin. Let's just do 8. We'll make however many cells that is. Probably 16, I think. Okay, so there's some cells that we can stick in there. I believe they go right like that. Unless that is something else. I hope not. Okay, and then we need bauxite. Bauxite dust. I think this is how you do this. I'm hoping. Oh, wait. What the heck did I just click on? Get out of there. Where did my bauxite dust go? That was weird. Now, if we stick this in here, is that going to do something? Or do I have to use lava to power this? It says lava, and it doesn't look like anything's happening. I'm hoping I'm using the right power source for this. Actually, it might need this Stirling Engine. It doesn't really say what kind of power it needs. But this is lava here, so I'm guessing I might need lava. Oh, man. So let me make a bucket. I have a bucket. Let me dump the water out and grab some lava, and we'll try putting a lava bucket in there. See if that does anything. Let's see. Is there lava down this one? I believe there is. Ooh. Don't die. I don't have feather falling on. And my rubber boots even broke, so I don't have any protection from falling. There's lava here somewhere. Was it down here? Yes. Oh, there goes my pick. Don't get somewhere where I need to use a pick. Right, so let's jump out of here. Now, I know you can make lava cells, but I don't know if that machine accepts lava cells. I don't even know if it accepts this lava to get it going. It seems like that Greg Tech has kind of changed things a little bit. I don't remember having to do this the last time when I made this on the Tame the Beast server. So this is a learning experience for me as well. Just making sure there's like no creepers around. So let me throw this lava in there and see if anything happens. Okay, so now, it won't even, doesn't accept that. So maybe if I take one of these cells, let me put the lava there, use one of these cells on it. So now I have a lava cell. Can I put this in the machine? Is this going to do anything? No. So why does it say lava? I don't know. Okay, well, give me a minute. I'm going to try and figure out what I'm doing wrong. It might just be I'm using the wrong power source. Oh, man. Okay, I'll be right back. So I had to look this up on the wiki because apparently the not enough items thing where you can see the recipes don't really tell you everything you need to know. So I was doing everything right as it would appear. However, this Industrial Centrifuge requires 24 bauxite dust before it does anything. So I didn't realize that. So I'm macerating up some more bauxite ore into the dust. Oh, it gives you 4 per ore, huh? Or was that just a bug? Anyway, if we put this in there, maybe it'll start doing something. I hope. Is it going to do something? Yeah, because I believe it said that you needed 32 of it before it was going to do anything. But now, I mean, we have power. It's the master is draining power. But yeah, we have power. And this doesn't appear to be doing anything. Let me take it out and put it back in. There's no indication that anything is happening here. Yeah, I'm verified it is using the correct power source. It said it could take up to 32 EU of power, so that is the same power that we're producing here. It's outputting 32 EU a tick. I don't know. Can't put lava in there. We tried putting the lava bucket, we tried putting the lava cell. We have empty cells here. We have the bauxite dust in there, so there's really nothing else that I can think of to get this to work. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on this and figure out what I'm doing wrong, because that would have been the only other thing I could think of. So give me a bit. Okay, so I derped it up. Apparently you not only need 32 or 24 bauxite dust in here, you also need a minimum of 16 empty cells. So yeah, this is stuff that they don't tell you. So let me go ahead and make that many more empty cells, because we're gonna want a bunch of this stuff. So this, 24 more of those guys. So let's dump that in there. And anything? I can't tell if it's doing anything. It doesn't look like it's doing anything. We have the empty cells. We have the bauxite dust. If I pick it up and put it back down or something, I don't know. The only other thing I can think of is to just fill that stack all the way up. Maybe it's super difficult now and it's going to require all of that bauxite dust. Okay, so this is a little while later. I had to search the forums and I found out that I was doing it wrong. Apparently Greg Tech has changed it in the hard mode to be from an industrial centrifuge to be an industrial electrolyzer to make the titanium from the bauxite or the bauxite dust. So I had to go and mine a whole bunch more copper. Man, such a pain. Okay, I'm not, at first I didn't think the Greg Tech was that bad, but since it's changing all these recipes and the NEI doesn't really show you the updates, then the changes and like how to get certain things, it really is making this a pain in the butt. Okay, so we wanted to make, I've collected these things and I've made a few of these items. So let's do an industrial electrolyzer. Okay, so we need 4 refined iron, the extractor, an electrolyzer, magnetizer, 2 advanced circuits. Okay, so I think these should all be in order now. Man, okay. Oh, I don't have the refined iron. I had that smelting over here. Here we go. Let's grab that. Try this again. Let's click this guy, question mark it. 2 of those. A little bit of refined iron. Extractor, magnetizer, I think, and then electrolyzer. Maybe those are reversed. There we go. Industrial electrolyzer. Man, I hope this thing actually works this time. Okay, so let's put this one right there. Aha, so kind of different interface here, but it does require these empty cells. It does need the bauxite dust. Still have that going. And I'm going to need to put a cable back there to hook this thing up. Hopefully I've done this right. And we're like that. So are we doing something? Oh, it looks like it's doing something. But it looks like it's probably going to take a while to get this done. Okay, well, I'm going to let this go for a little bit. Hopefully, is this running out? Oh, this is out of power. That's why. Let me dump some power into the battery box. Oh, that electrolyzer is using a whole bunch of juice, more than this generator can make. So I should probably... Okay, well, the macerator doesn't need anything else. Okay, well, I'm going to let this go for a little while. I might make another generator and stick it in front of this battery box just so we can power it from 2 different sources. But it looks like this is what we need, so as soon as I get some titanium, I will be back. So this is now the next day. I took a break after playing around with that for a little while and figuring out that I had to turn my microphone. Figuring out that I was doing that wrong after we made the Industrial Centrifuge and then we had to make the Industrial Electrolyzer. As it turns out, the Industrial Electrolyzer cannot run off a battery box, so I had to upgrade the battery box to an MFE. So this thing can hold 600,000 EU and it outputs 128 EU a tick, which apparently this little guy needs. So I was sitting there for forever waiting for it to actually produce something, but the way this machine works, if you get 99% done and it runs out of power, you have to start all the way over. So this is becoming, let's just say it's becoming fun. So I did this a couple of times already, and it looks like in order for it to do some of that bauxite dust, we need about 200,000 EU worth of power here. So let's put the cells in, we can put the bauxite dust, and I can show you this thing working. It takes about a minute for this whole thing to complete. You can see just a little tick right there, and then I'll jump up another pixel, there we go. But yeah, it drains a lot of power, requires a lot of power for this thing to work. So I've also upgraded these furnaces from being these generators from being regular generators to now the geothermal generators. And 2 of these running with lava in them still is not enough to provide power for this thing. So I have to charge the MFE up to get a whole bunch of reserve of power and then let this thing go. So yeah, I really need a better power supply. Okay, so further investigation on the dust, the titanium dust. This electrolyzer makes tiny piles of titanium dust. It gives you 2 of those, so you have to do this twice to get 1 pile of titanium dust. And in order to turn that titanium dust into a titanium ingot, I believe we need some other type of a furnace. Let's see if I can. Titanium ingot. Does this show how to do this? Yeah, I think it needs an industrial blast furnace. So a powered furnace will do a block of this into the titanium ingot. But yeah, I think we need an industrial blast furnace to turn this titanium dust into a titanium ingot. It requires 128 EU. So it's just, I don't know, guys. This is becoming kind of a pain, I think. I was all for this Greg Tech thing. Like, I enjoy having challenges, but it just seems like it's making things ridiculously hard. Oh, this is going again. Great, so that's going to drain all of my MFE. I'm not going to have any power. Oh, man. Okay, well, I guess the next thing to do is figure out how to make the industrial blast furnace. Is that what that was? I can't remember now. Yeah, industrial blast furnace. I'm going to have to figure out how to make one of these. And yeah, so I've made the titanium dust. Now we got 4 tiny piles of this titanium dust. I was thinking I was just going to be able to smelt it, but nope, not that easy. So we got this aluminum dust and the titanium dust and these hydrogen cells. Not really sure what you can do with that. Compressed air, you can just convert back into empty cells by putting into your crafting thing. So we have these extra cells. Okay, so next step is to figure out how to make an industrial blast furnace. Once I have that, I can make the titanium ingots, and then after that, I can potentially finally make the quarry. So give me just a little bit. I'm going to research that real quick, and hopefully we can get this done for this episode, so I'll be right back. I swear, I think I've made 15 or more cuts in this video today. So I was looking at the industrial blast furnace and what to do to make it. And let's just take a look at this real quick. Industrial blast furnace right there. Okay, so in order to make one of these guys, we're going to make 2 induction furnaces, which require these advanced machine blocks. Remember these guys from earlier? Yeah, we have to make more of those. Let's see, we have to make another one, so we need 3 of these advanced machine blocks. We need 2 electronic circuits, I believe, and then these cropo nickel things, which is just copper and nickel or something like that. So that's fine. That's, I mean, those aren't that big of a deal. Let's, oh, the wrong one, this one. It's these advanced machine blocks that are going to be kind of a pain, the induction furnaces. And then, not only do we need to make this industrial blast furnace, we have to make... Oh, I can't even remember what these things are. I think they're called casing. And we need 34 casings. So each one of these casing, or each one of these recipes makes 4 casing. We need 34 of them. So I believe that's 8.5 times we have to make this recipe. So it needs an electronic circuit. Whoops, that's not the right thing. These electronic circuits, if you remember, they require copper, which I'm kind of running low on, and a refined ingot, or iron ingot, which is fine. It requires all this iron ingots over here, and then a machine block, which is another 8. So it's like 14, 15, 16 refined iron and all that copper, and then we need to do that 8.5 times. Yeah, this is getting... I mean, I could sit here and grind away for all this stuff, but it just seems like it's not that much fun. So the reason why I had to cut away in this video earlier, like I said, I'm recording this on another day, was because the Tame the Beast server just started up last night, and I was on there just gathering some starting resources and getting things going on there. Now, they're using a version of this mod pack that is similar, but the Greg Tech is turned down. The Greg Tech on this is on the hard mode, and I thought that was going to be a lot of fun because it would make things more challenging. But if anything, it's making things more frustrating because a lot of the things that I need to make, not only does it seem needlessly hard, but the instructions for it aren't readily available. So I end up making things that I don't need, wasting resources. I don't know. I want to say that I'm having a lot of fun, but to be honest, with all these things that I have to be looking up all the time, it just seems like it's a real pain. I do like playing single player, and I do like playing Feed the Beast, but the Greg Tech I think needs to go or be turned down. So Tame the Beast, like I said, they're using a similar version of the mod pack that I'm using here, but the Tame the Beast, or I'm sorry, the Greg Tech is turned onto the easier mode, I believe, which should make things a lot more fun for me. So I don't know. I want your guys' opinion. Do you want me to continue playing single player and do the Tame the Beast server along with it, or do you want me just to do the Tame the Beast server with the easier Greg Tech? Let me know what you guys think. There's no way that I can make my quarry anytime soon because I still have to do a lot of resource gathering, which is going to take a lot of time with all that copper that we're going to need. And how are we doing on the iron? Yeah, I think I'm probably going to need more iron. I don't think I'm going to have enough. Well, I have all this that I can do. Never mind. So that's not the problem. But making the mixed metal ingots, turning them into the advanced alloys, making all the meshes, and turning into the carbon plates. Yeah, that's going to take a while. So let me know what you guys think. I'm probably going to put this series on hold for just a little while. Get your guys' input. But I will be playing on the Tame the Beast server for sure. So there won't be any pause in uploading of Feed the Beast. Okay guys, that's it for today's episode. Sorry it's a little disappointing, but I'm learning things about Greg Tech that I didn't know before. Thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you next time.